let's start with the economic situation, then we'll come to what's happened today. How bad actually is the economic situation in Hungary?
The economic situation is pretty bad. Actually, the government had two big objectives. One of them is to reduce the overall debt, and the second one to boost growth. We can see now that none of them worked.
But you say that, but as I've just outlined there, they say that the deficit will be under 3% soon. That's Maastricht.
Formally, it is, but you know, the committee looks behind the numbers, and the underlying deficit is much higher. So Hungary is under excessive deficit procedure since 2004, and in the last revision, the Commission asked Hungary to reduce the structural deficit by half percentage points. And in fact, in the last 2 years, the underlying deficit increased by 3 percentage points.
Right, but then you take the debt to GDP, it's only 80%. Britain's got a higher debt to GDP than that, so's Italy, and we're not suing them.
Yes, definitely, but those countries are big, they have huge savings, strong economy. Hungary is a small open economy, no savings, relying on foreign investment. They cannot do that.
So when the government says it's all just a big bunch of criticism from external markets, you've heard the arguments, it's all a plot, basically. What do you say to the government or to the officials?
The hard data tells a different story, because the deficit is larger than it should be. Well, formally it is in line, but basically all the underlying indicators are showing that there is no improvement on the fiscal side. The debt level is higher than it used to be before this government. So basically, and in the meantime, they spent almost 10% of the GDP, well, nationalized the private pension funds to 10% of the GDP, and it's gone.
Okay, now let's talk about the political side as much as you're able to in your role. So it does look as if we're heading to a situation where the Commission is basically, from what you read on this paper, it's telegraphing it's going to sue them, isn't it, eventually? It'll take legal action.
Actually, I think that's not exactly what the Commission would like to achieve. They would like Hungary to make the changes before the whole legal procedure starts, because it is a long and nasty legal procedure. So it will give Hungary some time, not much, little time to modify the laws under question.
Right, and and what we're talking about here is the central bank rule, the fiscal rule, the appointments of judges and prosecutors, and the media law, aren't we?
So far, yeah, these are the issues. There are other issues, but legally it's quite difficult to to attack them. These are the points where this Commission is sure that they have, that legally they can sue Hungary and have a positive outcome.
Let's come back to the financial side, finally, Viktor. A very senior banker said to me last week that basically no one in the city, in the financial world, has much confidence in Hungary at the moment. Was he being exaggerating and just being too much fume?
No, just look at the prices. I mean, the high-risk premium that the markets are now pricing, they clearly show there is a lack of confidence on the markets. And the more problem is that the confidence is waning in Hungary as well. So people now starting to take money out of the bank and converting it to foreign currency. And so many people open accounts abroad.
Is it beyond the possibility that Hungary goes bankrupt?
It's not beyond possibility, but it's not our baseline scenario. At the end of the day, they will have to surrender and accept all the conditions of the IMF and the European Union. No other way.
We'll talk